So, I want to tell you a story. It's about a raccoon, a huge pile of leaves, and you're going to love this how a tiny shift in thinking can turn your spare change into a fortune worth almost $800,000. Yeah, let's dive in. Okay, let's just start with a simple question. Think about $100. What is that to you, really? Is it, a nice dinner, maybe some new shoes, or is it kind of just like a pile of dry leaves, there 1 minute and just gone the next? But what if I told you that for a raccoon who's got a plan, that same $100 isn't just a snack that disappears? No way. It's a seed. It's the very first seed you plant for a whole apple orchard. An orchard so massive, you never have to worry about finding food again. So meet Scruffy the Raccoon. And honestly, Scruffy is a lot like us. He's got a problem. He feels like he's hustling every single day, right? But his pile of savings, his little hoard of apples, it just never ever seems to get any bigger. And if you want to know why his pile isn't growing, well, here it is. Every day, Scruffy just mindlessly tosses away about $100 in what we'll call leaves, on stuff that gives him nothing back. Acorns he completely forgets about, a premium trash stream subscription he barely even watches, and those shiny berries that look amazing but just end up giving him a stomachache. Does any of that sound familiar? And this right here is the moment everything flips for him. Scruffy has this huge aha moment. He realizes, wait a minute, I don't need to find some magical golden dumpster or start some crazy new side hustle. All he has to do is stop wasting and just start piling up those leaves. And the math behind it, it's shockingly simple. So what happens when he actually does it? When he just stops the waste? Well, after only 30 days of putting that $100 in a pile instead of throwing it away, Scruffy has $3,000. That's in 1 month. Oh, but it gets so much better. He keeps this up for a whole year, and all of a sudden, his little pile has grown to $36,500. He's built himself a serious financial cushion just by plugging the leaks in his pockets. Okay, now hold on, because this is the number that just completely blew Scruffy's mind. After 10 years of just saving that same $100 a day, his pile swells to $365,000. And listen to this, that's before we even get to the magic part. See, here's the crucial thing. Scruffy doesn't just bury his leaves under a rock and forget about them. Nope, he learns about what they call the eighth wonder of the forest. It's this incredible force that's going to supercharge his pile and do all the heavy lifting for him. It's called compound interest, and this is the whole idea in a nutshell. It's when your savings, your leaves, start making their own little baby leaves. And then guess what? Those baby leaves grow up and start making their own leaves. It's this insane snowball effect that turns a tiny little pile into a massive mountain. And here is the magic in action. By putting his savings to work, letting them grow with an average return, that $365,000 pile, it doesn't just sit there. It transforms into this enormous hoard of nearly $800,000. And he didn't work a single extra hour for this. He just let his money work for him. But, let's be real for a second. This whole journey, it's not a perfect straight line. Scruffy is not some money-saving robot. He's a raccoon. He sees a shiny thing, a limited edition golden acorn, and his brain just screams, "You totally deserve it. Just skip today." He messes up, he misses a day here and there, and sometimes he feels like a total failure. And this right here is probably the most important piece of wisdom in the entire forest. It's not about being perfect. Look, motivation, it comes and goes, right? But consistency, that's the real superpower. Even if Scruffy totally botches one day, he doesn't just throw in the towel, he just starts again the next morning. Now, to really hammer this point home, let's bring in Scruffy's neighbor, the flashy fox. And this comparison, it perfectly lays out the two different paths that we all face every day. Just look at this. The contrast is absolutely wild. The flashy fox, he has the exact same $100 a day as Scruffy, but he spends every bit of it on instant gratification. Fast forward 10 years, the fox has nothing but a pile of old trash and some faded memories. Scruffy, he has $800,000 and complete peace of mind. It's the same money, the same amount of time, but two completely different worlds. Okay, so you're thinking, I want to be like Scruffy. So how do you actually do it? Well, he boiled his entire game plan down to 5 incredibly simple Totally actionable rules that honestly anyone can follow.
All right, let's break these down real quick. 1, track your leaves. You have to know where your money is going. 2, cut the trash. Stop buying stuff that's just designed to give you a quick hit and nothing else. 3, and this one is absolutely key, automate it. Set up an automatic transfer so you don't even have to think about it. 4, stay consistent. And 5, separate your piles. Have one stash for emergencies, your emergency hollow, and another one dedicated to long-term growth, your growth orchard. Simple, right? But so powerful.
And so, this brings us to the final choice. Because that's really what this is all about. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about a conscious decision, a decision you get to make every single day. Just let that one sink in for a second. This is the big realization. 10 years are going to fly by no matter what you do. The only real choice you have is who you're going to be when they're over. Will you be a raccoon with a thriving, beautiful orchard, or just a raccoon with a big pile of junk and regrets? And really, that's the ultimate question this whole story leaves us with. It's not about how much money you make, it's about what you do with what you've got. So, after seeing Scruffy's whole journey, which raccoon are you going to be?